Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
Let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's year?
You know, it's never easy to hold on to the scoring title. You know, teams start to double and triple team you. I can remember one year, Ernie, I was averaging 29.5. David Robinson was averaging 29.3. I play a game. All I know is he scored 71 points against the Clippers. It was the last game of the season. He gets it. Freaks has all the skills to keep up the scoring like this, but Kenny's right. He can't chase the stats.
Well, I'm glad that we could open up that old wound on the Admiral.
Sure did. Yeah. Thanks, David Robinson. Don't let me see you in San Antonio.
Shout out to the Admiral. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
Remember the Alamo.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of...
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. The story here, Kawhi Leonard injured and unable to play.
Yeah, well, when he got hurt in their last game, Kevin, the hope was that it wasn't too serious. But we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the best in the world in coming back from it. It's a tough blow for them.
Really just a tough loss. I mean, it looks like it will be, guys, a long road for him, but hopefully with the help of the team doctors, he can make that turnaround as quickly as possible.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Whiteside is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Cohen in at the small forward. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Wolf. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Parker with no one around misses the 3.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Love. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Irving against Parker, and stolen by Love. Smith dishes to Freak. Mozgov kicks to Love. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Out to Smith. Tries again. Kept alive. Here's Mozgov. Now here's Parker. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Whiteside kicks to Parker. There's the screen. The baseline J. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Cleveland leading by 4. And Love has it in the corner. Cleveland moving the ball around. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Freak with it. He had a
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
To the paint, here's Mozgov.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
And here's Whiteside. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6 to shoot. Mozgov grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 6. Wolf passes to Irving. Got a piece of it. Now Parker. 8 points his last outing. Outside, Green. Feeds it to Aldridge. Parker outside. From deep. And it's Parker again missing. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Houston.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now, here's Thompson, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. A nice shot by Irving.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Parker against Irving. Outside, Green. A 3-ball. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got 6 points.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving dishes to Shumpert. It's Freak, top of the key. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Parker. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Great D that time from Irving.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Thompson misses.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
A floater. Nice D from Varejao.
How about him there just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip.
Irving's shot is good.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. No good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top. They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that.
My first 3-4 years, it was tough sometimes. Sometimes, like, eyes watered. I was, like, really angry, and it was tough at times. Definitely very hard on me early in my career.
Even though seems like that was a very long time ago now. To hear Tony Parker talk about it now, it still sounds very fresh to him.
Did he acknowledge, Kevin, that he cried?
It sounds like it, yeah.
The game made him cry. That's one of the things fans forget about with professional athletes. No matter how successful they get, players never forget that pain and frustration or those other emotions they've gone through to help get them to where they are.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Cleveland?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, Boris Diaw is out there with Webb. And it's Tony Parker. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Cohen in at the three. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was just a man on a mission. He had 30 points, and did he ever have active hands on defense? Stealing, blocks, both were a part of his game that night. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best. In that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Rejected by Wolf. They retain possession. Took the opportunity when he saw it. And that's 12 points for Parker.
Cavaliers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Freak. First in scoring. And then there's his work at the free throw line, where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith has checked in. Boozer, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now here's Freak. 8 points for him. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Smith against Hardaway. To the wing right side. Corner shot. And he gets it to go. And that'll tie this game up.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Double team on Parker. It's tipped. Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. Here's Freak. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. And that one's good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Here's Parker, following the basket by Kevin Love. Parker drives in. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working. and that led to the nice road win.
1:58 left in the first half of basketball. The screen from Thompson. Freak kicks to Smith. Right block shot. Second chance effort. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Cavalier girls.
We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games.
They've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Thompson. Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And Irving subbed in for Smart. Now here is Aldridge. 32 points for him last game against Houston.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
He doesn't get the second one, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
You better listen that.
Spurs trail by 4. Aldridge a screen. Green left side. From outside the arc. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 7 rebounds in the game. The feed to Irving. There's the triple. That's good. Irving's got 9.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Hardaway kicks to Whiteside. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Hoosier passes to Aldridge. From 7, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mozgov's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Wolf. It's up a 3. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers ahead, up 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Rebounding certainly a big part of the contributions you've made early in this one. Do you think this game is going to come down to which team hustles the most?
Yeah, I think it's going to be about who wants it more. But we're playing with a passion right now. Well, hopefully, we'll stay driven the rest of the way in order to get this win.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball shortly.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. I definitely can't find any fault with the way we shot the basketball. Our shot selection has been just...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Wolf in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. That doesn't go either for Aldridge.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Irving. Love against Whiteside. Now the pass to Cohen. Green dishes to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Whiteside a screen on Love. Parker's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 5. Smith kicks to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Parker outside. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Cavaliers leading. Here's Wolf. The layup off target. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Parker passes to Cohen. Outside, Green. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Thompson dishes to Freak.
And what a game for Freak. He has 9 rebounds and 5 assists.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Cleveland. Marcus Smart comes in for Kyrie Irving. The Spurs also changing it up. Smith comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And Boris Diaw is sub for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Cohen, and Thompson sends it back. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Wolf drops one in from the wing. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Parker, here we go. And it comes off the front of the rim. Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Wolf. Sinks the triple. Freak's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Here's Parker. Another miss by Parker.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backboard.
Spurs trail by 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. Freak, number one.
There are plenty of above-average rebounders at his position, but he is way above average.
Well, it's about his instincts. Excellent instincts, and he uses his speed really well to beat bigger guys to the right spots, establish good position, and then haul in those boards.
Boozer, he's checked in for the Spurs. Hardaway comes in for Daniel Green. And that one's good, Boozer.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. 8th in blocks, 8th in free throw shooting, and they're in the top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's pretty good company. It points out the fact that they do prioritize the defensive end.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
And that one's good, Freak.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Parker kicks to Diaw, shoots from 14. Parker's shot is off.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one this
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Kept alive, the second chance effort, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Verajau's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Parker. He's got 12. Fires top of the key. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Kicks it to Verajau. Got it. Good job in the low post. Verajau's got his first basket of the night.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's Parker. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Another miss by Parker.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Wolf. Rebound by Smith. Spurs trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Parker kicks to Hardaway. Out to Smith. They need this. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist in the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And it's Freak missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 14. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us.
I realize this. I realize this. Respect this here. Check. I realize this.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you know, it's checked in for Iman Shumpert. Boris Diaw's checked in for San Antonio. Boozer comes in for Green. The Cavaliers leading by 14. On the floor for San Antonio, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Carlos Boozer. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Diaw in at the small forward.
Tony Parker.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Diaz. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Come on, let's go. Keep going, keep going.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Freak.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Hardaway passes to Aldridge. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Whiteside. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Diaw can't hit.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
No one near him. And it falls over the rim and in.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Freak throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Hardaway against Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, LaMarcus Aldridge. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
Looking at the game Aldridge has been having, he has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
The jump hook, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
Cavaliers ball.
Cleveland leading by 17. Irving dishes to Freak. The 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And San Antonio shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Whiteside up top. Pass to Parker. Rejected by Wolf.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Cleveland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
They simply refused to let their opponent off the hook in either game of this season series. That's why they're going to finish the year with a record of 2-0 against the Spurs.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
That's good.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Tony Parker.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Tony Parker. On offense, here are the Spurs, trailing by 19. Green with the ball. Now Smith defending. Releases from 15, and he gets it to go.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And that one's good. Freak.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of it.
Well, Kevin, in a game like tonight, what sort of elements of your identity and confidence are confirmed by getting this type of win?
That we can fight through it and beat any team in the league if we're playing well. So for us to get this win here, our sixth man is our crowd. They've been great. They packed the house tonight, and we got a big win against a team that's right up there with the top teams in the league.
The crowd enjoyed it, and we did too. Kevin, thanks for your time. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a four-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille